welcome back. I'm Jo, and this is the Ultimate Love Letter, and thank you for joining the conversation. I want to get straight into today's conversation, which is releasing doubts, releasing the thoughts, the agreements, if you will, that do not serve you. And the reason I use the word agreement is because I am currently reading Don Reese Miguel's The 4 Agreements. Actually, I'm reading the 5th agreement. I read the 4 agreements many years ago. And as I'm getting through the 5th agreement, thank you, Gabby, for sending me this book. It's been a beautiful read, beautiful journey. But as I'm getting into the 5th agreement, Dawn is going back through the reminder of the 4 agreements that we agree about ourselves, that we believe about ourselves. And I just thought it's totally appropriate for me personally, as I've been dealing with over the last, 24 hours, just some discomfort, some old beliefs that have come up within me that do not serve the woman I am today. Old beliefs like you're not enough. And I know that to be totally untrue, totally misaligned with who I am today, with who I know I am today, knowing that without a shadow of a doubt, not only am I enough, that all I need to do in any moment is intend on what I want this moment to become. What I intend in this moment certainly supports who I will become in the future. Thankfully, thank you, God, that I have built up enough strength, belief, trust within myself that when those misaligned, those inaccurate thoughts come to me, I am able to quickly challenge them, quickly understand that they are bubbling up out of fear, out of opposition, out of some unclean spirit that is not me. And I am able to quickly release them. But I will say, just last night I was met with just an uncomfortable thought, and it kind of pressed on my mind a little bit longer than I would have intended it to. But by the time I rose this morning, I stepped fully back into my power, my truth, the aligned source that I am. And so I just know with that discomfort that I was met with last night, I knew it was a conversation that I needed to give to others today. In the 4 agreements, Don talks about the agreements basically we make on ourselves because society gives them to us, right? We believe as children, we believe everything that we're told, right? We're open, we're absorbing everything around us. And so he uses the term, or the belief rather, of Santa Claus, right? As children, we believe in Santa Claus only because we're taught that. Just as easy as we believe that because we're taught that in our truth, we're also believed all these other beliefs about ourselves that don't serve us. And it's of nobody's fault. We usually are given these beliefs by our parents. Why? Because our parents' taught that to them. So we're only being taught what society around us is being taught. And if we just take it for what it is and are unable to challenge those thoughts, then we go through life creating from that belief system. So when I think to myself, what are some of the beliefs that I was taught that I had to really unlearn? But the belief of, money comes not easily, right? Money is hard to make. Once you have money, you're to hold on to money. Money doesn't grow on trees. You are not worthy of a life of ease. You are not worthy to create your dreams. You are not worthy to live the life that you see others living. If we are not careful, we agree with what we hear about ourselves. And then if we take it for truth, meaning if we believe that about ourselves, then because you are a powerful creator, you then create that for yourselves. It all stems because what we are believing. How about we make a new agreement? An agreement about who we truly are. That yes, we are worthy of peace, of bliss, of nirvana, of reverence, of love, of compassion, of harmony, of wealth, of prosperity. Once we understand that to be true, we believe that to the core of us to be true, then because of the powerful creators we are, we create that in our life. We create that in the present and in the future. I was speaking to some beautiful souls at my yoga studio the other day, and they were talking all about manifestation and creating everything. And I quickly reminded everyone in the conversation that we are manifesting, quote unquote, we are creating everything in our life. Not just the good, not just that we intend, but if we are not careful, we are creating the experiences that we may not intend. Illness in our life, lack of resources in our life, discord in our life, drama in our life. They are all manifestations as well as a result of what we are believing is possible in our mind, what we are believing about ourselves, what we are believing about others, what we are believing actually we can achieve. I have a girlfriend who seems to always consistently be creating drama within her relationships. No matter what type of man she's with, even though the faces and the names change, the essence of the men that she attracts into her life is very much the same. It is men that are not worthy of her, I would just say. Men that pull her down, men that are unable to love her completely. And when I have this conversation with her, she says, I've never had a man that just loves me. That type of man does not exist for me. Well, then, as you say it, so shall it be. If we're not careful with the words we are using, if we are not careful with what we are believing is true for our life, then we are manifesting, we are creating what we do believe is true. So if we know that whatever we believe will be created in our life, then why not believe only the best? Why not believe all that serves us? So instead of telling ourselves, I'm not worthy of a love that is fulfilling, that is peaceful, that is in harmony, if we are not saying that to ourselves, if we're not believing that for ourselves, then we are sure to create the opposite. Do yourself a favor and set the agreements that serve you today in your life, that will certainly serve you in the future. What is it that you believe about yourself today that does not serve you? If you look around right now, you will see the belief that you hold about yourself and about your life and about what you can achieve. You can see it in your life today because you have created it in your life today. If you don't like what you see, make a new agreement. If you want to create unlimited wealth, then we got to get clear in our mind to understand that is attainable. Actually, that is your birthright. You are already prosperous, wealthy, and rich. The only thing that keeps those experiences from you is because you don't believe you are. Because you may be moving around nickel and diming yourself, nickel and diming others. You may be hoarding money instead of letting it circulate, which is what it is meant to do. As easy as money comes, money must go easily, and then it returns with more, with its friends, to serve you, because you are serving yourself and others with the money that you attract. Also with love. If we are not loving ourselves, if we are not believing that we're worthy of the same compassion and love that we dream of, that we see others have, then it will continue to elude you. Why not make another agreement today that yes, you are worthy of deep love that reveres you, that serves you, that catapults you into greatness. As you begin to believe that about yourself, so it shall be in the present, in the future, and it will only multiply. Just like we multiply drama in our life, dis-ease in our life, disease in our life, illness in our life, so easily we are able to accumulate and create love and abundance and bliss and joy and playfulness. But it all starts with what we believe about ourselves. How are we speaking to ourselves? Are we believing that as we go through life that we will be met with strangers, friends, people that support us, people that are meant to help us, people that may in a moment just speak one word, one sentence, and it is meant to serve us. It is meant to help guide us. Are we knowing and believing that whatever challenges come in the future, that God will make sure that we are well equipped, that we are supported for whatever the future may bring? If you believe that, then as you step into the future, so shall it be. If you believe that times will be hard in the future, if you believe you won't be receiving that promotion in the future, if you believe you have to struggle, strive, backstab, manipulate to get to where you want to be, then so that will be. Why? Because you believe it to be so. You know, I've often talked about how years ago, and it wasn't that many years ago, it was probably like, 2, maybe 3 years ago, I started saying to myself, I'm retiring myself. My life is a life of play. I'm free to go and do anything and everything that serves me. That was only, 24 or so months ago. And here I am feeling like my life is retired. I'm not working a 9 to 5. I feel like I don't even work at all. It feels like all I do is play. But why is that? It is because I intended it with my words. And then I believed it to be possible. And as I believed it to be possible, I stepped into inspired action of making it possible. And what did that look like? I began to just do the things that served me, the things that I loved. I followed the love. What do I love to do? I love to do exactly what I'm doing now. Speaking about God, speaking about the powerful beings that you and I are, speaking about the truth that we are worthy, we are enough, we are powerful creators. That is what I love to do. And that is all I do. And from that point, I am completely supported in everything. I'm able to go where I want to go, when I want to go. I am able to live a life of freedom because I believe wholeheartedly that I can create that for myself. That with God's help, with God's alignment, with God's assistance, I create that. And so it is. I am living proof of what the power of the mind is able to achieve once we believe it about ourselves. You're creating either way. You're creating everything in this point based on your faith, based on your trust or lack thereof. So why not believe only the best for yourself? When these adverse thoughts come into my mind, I just simply release it in the moment because why? They don't serve me. That's another thing. Is worrying about anything really helping anything, or is it hindering you? The answer is it absolutely hinders you, because as we worry, what we are essentially saying is, I have reason to worry here. I don't believe anyone's coming to save me. I don't believe I'll have the resources available to overcome what it is that I'm worried about in the moment. So then in that moment, as you worry, if you sit in that worriness, soon you will really have a reason to worry because you are creating from that point of belief. If you can just trust for a moment and relax your body, your soul, your mind enough to, in the moment of anxiety, to release that negative thought, that belief that does not serve you, and say, I am safe today, I am safe in this moment, and I will certainly be safe in the next. If you can say that, no matter how many times it takes, you will begin to feel your inner being relax. Your soul will be at ease. Why is everything relaxing? Because that is what's true. No matter what is presented in the next moment, you will find yourself safe in that moment. Security is our birthright. Prosperity is our birthright. Reminder, the only thing that's keeping us from that security and that prosperity is our belief that we don't believe it. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick conversation today. I just really wanted to get it out to just encourage anybody who's holding on to any belief system that is not serving you. Do yourself a favor and let it go now before it creates a reason for you to just be completely saturated in anxiety about. Because life will serve you something to be anxious about if you're believing it. Release that thought. It doesn't serve you. It's not aligned with who you truly are. Go believe the greatness of who you are. Live it out. Embrace it. Embrace the winds of change. If you will embrace that, you will find yourself seated comfortably on the other side of everything that serves you. If you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you for everyone who's been just engaging there and reaching us there. Thank you so much for continuing to share our beautiful platform. We are meant to serve. I am here to serve you. How can I be of service? Until next time, love yourself and love others. We'll chat again soon. Bye for now.